Welcome to this month's Just Be True Vibe Energy Update. I am Summer, an intuitive teacher, spiritual life coach, and host of the Just Be True, a soul led podcast. Each month, I am here to channel insights from spirit, the collective energy to help you navigate life's transition with more awareness, clarity, and self love. And so I encourage you to also tune in to the Soul Led podcast each week for deeper discussions on living authentically, connecting with your higher self, and embracing the journey of becoming who you are always meant to be. So now, let's dive into the November monthly vibe, a time of awakening, alignment, and reclaiming your power through authenticity and self love. So, the first vibe update for November is the awakening in the midst of change. So, as we move into November, we step across the threshold to a new energetic era, a time that calls for greater awareness, grounded mindfulness, and heart centered alignment. The energies of this month are intense and revealing, asking us to pause, breathe, and take conscious creators into our new world. There is no denying that the collective atmosphere feels intense politically, socially, and energetically. We are all feeling this. None of us are immune to it. We are witnessing the unraveling of old systems, beliefs, and identities that no longer resonate with the higher frequencies now anchoring here on earth. It's easy to pull into fear, distraction, and frustration as the noise of the outside world grows louder. Yet this precise moment is calling you to return to your center. Remember, where your thoughts dwell is where your energy flows. When your focus lingers on chaos, judgment, or uncertainty, your vibrations lower. Like they truly get lower. You're going to feel tired, scattered, confused, disconnected. But when you consciously shift towards thoughts of gratitude, hope, and love, your vibrations rise. You begin to feel inspired again, more open to receive intuitive guidance, more aligned with your soul's truth. So this month, Spirit asks for you to be the guardian of your own frequency. Protect it as if it was sacred. Choose your focus with intention. Surround yourself with people, practices, and environments that nurture peace and joy. You can do this through meditation, taking a walk in nature, speaking words that heal rather than harm. Every moment you choose light over fear, you strengthen the collective vibration of love that the world truly needs at this time. I mean, it is so important. We need this so bad. And I'm sure you are seeing these expressions being shown very loudly by some, but the more that you can stay in your light and you can guard your own energy, the more that your vibration, your positive vibration ripples outward. And that ripple effect is very impactful, right? So the message from Spirit is clear and unwavering. You are the gatekeeper of your energy. Guard it wisely, honor it deeply, and let it lead you home to yourself. Our next monthly vibe for November is authenticity, the key to your expansion. Now more than ever, it's time to be unapologetically you, to take off the mask you've worn for safety or acceptance and breathe. Fully breathe into your own truth. This is the moment to drop the weight of others' expectations, to release old patterns of what you were told of what you should be, right? Spirit is inviting you to step forward as your authentic self, raw, radiant, and real. When you honor your quirks, your voice, your light, or even your shadows, something magical happens and you become magnetic. Your energy expands. Opportunities, relationships, experiences begin to align with who you truly are, not who you've been pretending to be. And this kind of authenticity doesn't just shift your career pattern or your career path, it transforms the way you live, the way you love, and move through this world. Paths start opening up and it just becomes so, it just starts moving forward with ease once you can step into that authenticity of yourself. Spirit reminds us to be gentle yet powerful. You were never meant to fit in, you were always meant to stand out. Your uniqueness is your compass. Your truth is your freedom, and your willingness to shine exactly as who you are is the greatest act of service that you can offer the world. That's right, you can offer this. Doing this brings a truth and a reality to the entire world, not just to yourself in healing and accepting of yourself. Again, it ripples out. As you move deeper in, as we move deeper into this era of energetic awakening, your soul is calling you to live in alignment with what feels genuine, heart led, soul filled, letting go of comparison and self doubt, letting your light be messy, radiant, and perfect and divine. The more you embody your truth, the more you give permission to others permission to do the same. So living in your truth not only gives you permission to act weird and fun and exciting and full of love, you're also giving others permission to do the same for them, right? So stand tall in your authenticity, speak your truth with love, trust that your path unfolds exactly as it should, because when you are free to be you, the universe conspires to meet you there. That's amazing and powerful. I just love that so much. So glad I could bring it to you this month. Our next monthly vibe is collective shifts, the ripple of change. So, as we look at the broader collective energy, there's an undeniable unrest and uncertainty, politically, socially, and energetically. We're witnessing systems being tested and structures stretched into their limits. It may feel as though humanity has entered like a teenage phase, testing boundaries, questioning authorities, confronting what no longer can be ignored or tolerated. But don't be alarmed by what unfolds. This is not chaos for chaos' sake. It is a transformation in motion. The shadows of the collective are being illuminated, not to harm us, but to heal us. What we are seeing is the unraveling of outdated paradigms so that higher consciousness can rise and take root. It's time for a revelation, right? And it's a time of revelation of truth coming to the surface and the heart's awakening to deeper compassion and unity. That's powerful. Each of us has a sacred role to play within this awakening, whether your soul's calling you to observe, write, speak, create, teach, or take action. Trust your role. Trust that calling that you are feeling, that you are healing. Every contribution, no matter how small it seems, adds to the greater wave of transformation rippling across this planet and far beyond it. Remember, the change happens within you and around you, sends energy through the entire universe. Remember, energy is created, it can never be destroyed, it can only be transformed, but that energy continues to move and it moves well past what you know, right? I believe it moves well past of what even our imagination can think of. It's greater than us and it's bigger than us. So, yet, as we move through this shift with grace, we must stay anchored and centered in our own light. The more grounded we are, the more effectively we can hold space for the collective. And there are several simple yet powerful techniques that can help you stay grounded at this time. One of the things I enjoy doing is grounding breath, simply placing your hand over your heart, taking 3 slow, deep breaths. With each exhale, imagine roots extending from the bottom of your feet into Mother Earth and anchoring you into her calm and her strength, and really feeling that energy vibration shared with Mother Earth. Another one that I love doing is connecting in nature, spending time outside daily, even if it's just briefly, just for a few minutes. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Notice the colors of the sky. Touch the bark of a tree. I even talk to the trees. I love talking to the trees. But nature recalibrates your energy and reminds you of the greater harmony that's always present in all things. So just take some time to get outside and enjoy nature. I know that the winter months are coming upon us, and we may be more challenged to do that because of the brisk cold weather. But if you can just find a few moments, it doesn't have to be for very long, you can truly sense the difference. And looking at nature with the awe and the the beauty that it holds, right? And realizing that we are all connected. We are all connected. Something that may also help is energetic clearing. Is another powerful way to cleanse and ground you and your space. So if you feel that there's residual energies that's kind of hanging out in your space, or lower vibrational energies hanging out in your space, energetic clearing is a great way to do that. You can do it through smudging, or using incense, or even smudge sprays. I, in particular, like smudge sprays. And then they should be either like sage, Paleo Santo. I love Paleo Santo. That is like my favorite right now. I'm kind of like drenched in that. I also use it in my body soap. I use it in incense around the house, and I also have it in a spray. So that's just my go-to at this moment. So it's fine if you have a favorite now and that favorite changes. And sometimes I feel that our favorite scents may change depending on what is going on and what's needed at the time. But not only does this help cleanse and ground your energy, but it also helps do it also in the room. And it provides a very therapeutic aroma as well. If you like aromatherapy, this is another great way of doing that. You can also, through energetic clearing, you can also visualize white light washing through your space, clearing and grounding the energy within. That's also very helpful if you're visual. That's a wonderful source. I would say a white light or like a golden light just washing across the space is a great way to cleanse and ground that energy. Another thing that you can do is you can take a salt bath to cleanse your aura and just soothe your nervous system. I love a nice warm bath. I would say even throw some of your favorite incense in there, whether it's rosemary, lavender. That can also help soothe the nervous system and help you feel refreshed and calm. So, whichever of those resonate with you, definitely give it a try, right? And I'm sure there's some others out there as well, so don't be shy on trying something new. Another great way of being grounded is body awareness. So, moving your body with intention. So, this can be through yoga, stretching, dancing, or walking. There's exercise. Through exercise is another great way. So, physical movement grounds spiritual energy and keeps emotions, static emotions that may come inside, keep them from being stagnant. It gets them moving. So if you start doing a lot of this, you may find that some old emotions may start coming out to the surface. If that does happen, I definitely recommend that you getting in touch with that emotion and discovering what the root cause of it is and working through that. But that's also more on my podcast for Thursday. We're going to be talking about trauma and emotion in the body. So you may want to check it out. Another great way for being grounded is alignment of the heart. When confusion or fears arise, pause and place awareness on your heart and simply ask, what would love do in this moment? What would love do in this moment? This simple question realigns you to your higher self, and it just calms the energy down. So as the world shifts, stay grounded, stay compassionate, and choose love over fear. You are, I'm saying, like, we are only at the beginning of this great awakening. And though the path may feel uncertain, I promise you, divine order is quietly unfolding beneath the surface. So just trust in the divine. And remember, the light is within the shadow. The calm exists within the storm, and you are steady, radiant, and aware. And you are part of the bridge that is guiding humanity home. And that's a powerful thing to be a part of. The last vibe for November is my absolute favorite. It's the power of unconditional love. November also asks us to return home to the heart. This is where your true essence resides, beyond the noise of the mind and the expectations of the world. It is the sanctuary of our soul, the quiet, sacred space that reminds you of who you are beneath all the roles and all the stories. When you choose to embrace unconditional love, you awaken the divine spark that has always lived within you. This kind of love is not based on perfection or performance. It is the gentle acceptance of your wholeness. It honors your light, your shadow, your progress, and your pauses. In this acceptance, healing begins. Self love restores the spirit, balances the nervous system, and opens the door for divine energy to flow freely once again. As love expands within you, it becomes an amplifier of your creative life force. You feel inspired to create, to connect, to serve from authenticity rather than from obligation. Old fears and limited beliefs begin to fade away. They begin to dissolve. Not because you force them away, not because love transforms them into a different understanding. It's because you begin to see that love itself is the bridge between who you have been and who you are becoming. I'm going to say that one more time. You begin to see that love itself is the bridge between who you have been and who you are becoming. When you love yourself completely, without condition, without apology, You align with your natural state of abundance and ease. Life begins to flow to you. You attract experiences, relationships, opportunities that match your higher vibration. Manifestation becomes less about striving and more about allowing. You no longer chase what is meant for you because your energy naturally calls it in. So this month, let love be your practice. We're going to speak kindly to ourselves, offer forgiveness for what we once judged, choose gentleness over criticism, rest over resistance, and compassion over comparison. So let November remind you of a sacred truth. You are love, you are light, and you are limitless. You are both the vessel and the source. Let the love radiate through every cell, every thought, and every action. Let it infuse your words, your work, your relationships, and your dreams. When your heart is open, your presence itself becomes healing. Not only does it heal you, it heals others. Your energy ripples outward, touching others, softening the collective, and contributing to the greater awakening of our world. Even in ways unseen, your light matters. So come home to your heart, rest there, and remember you have always been whole, you've always been worthy, and you have and always been enough. So, our monthly vibe reflection for November: even in the storm, I am calm. Even in the shadow, I am light. Even in the unknown, I am love. So take these affirmations with you. Even in the storm, I am calm. Even in the shadow, I am the light. Even in the unknown, I am love. Take time this month to breathe, ground, and realign with what matters most. The world is changing, but so are you. Trust that every shift, every challenge, and every revelation is leading you closer to your truth and your divine purpose. So, if you want to stay connected to the energy and receive monthly vibes, channeled messages, and soulful inspirations directly to your mailbox, I ask you to sign up for the Just Be True Vibe newsletter to stay in the rhythm of your spiritual journey and shifts that unfold around you. And the link to sign up for the newsletter is in the show notes, so please visit it. I have new episodes weekly for the Just Be True Soul Led podcast and monthly vibes that will be available on the last Tuesday of each month to discuss the energy vibrational vibes that are upcoming for the month ahead. So be sure to subscribe so that you will be alerted to all of the newest episodes released. And also, please share these podcasts with other like-minded souls that you would feel that would find this useful. And again, my newsletter, sign up for it. The Just Be True Vibe newsletter. It comes out weekly along with other special editions that'll come out from time to time. And that link is in our show notes. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day and a magnificent month. And I'll see you soon. Thanks.